Hello everybody, welcome back to Mr. P channel. If you basically my channel fan, you probably saw this post on my channel, the error message. Error message comes up every time I do sudo apt-get update and then upgrade via terminal inside Linux on DeX. And I found a solution how to fix it. What I mean found it, I just tried a couple of steps which I found online, and apparently it's working. So I would like to share what I done. Straight away, this video won't be short, so I'm going to record everything uncut. It's going to be just a raw image, a raw video. So let's jump in. If I go to my Linux and DeX, as you can see, it's blank, nothing's there, because I want to show you that what's happening and it's from fresh. So I'll go to plus, add a container, yes, browse, internal storage. Yes, I would like to choose this image. Let's say this is going to be Mr. P, main. Let's choose 20 gigabytes because 10 gigabytes already, it's going to be like 9.5 gigabytes already pre-selected for system, and you're going to end up only with 500 megabytes for you to play. So that's why you choose something bigger. I choose 20, sometimes 30. Click create and click start. This error message appeared after I deleted and activated container multiple times. And I believe what's happening is actually pre-saving files somewhere inside the phone. Even if you delete the container, somewhere keeps the files. I don't know, I might be wrong. So the problem is with this error, if you go to boot folder, it's all to do with these files. Of all these files starting from here and ending up with here. So all these files. As a suggestion online was to actually delete them, but I can't because I do this boot folder inside the file manager is only accessible by super user. So only by super user, and you cannot do anything with them as a normal user. So right now what I'll do, I'll quickly gonna run update command just to show you that this error is happening. And let's wait for this to finish. Come on. Come on. Okay, this is done. And upgrade should be about 11 megabytes, if I remember correctly. 11.7, yes. So go for it. So right now it's done loading, usual things. If you ever done this on Linux, you know what that's basically what it's doing. So yeah, the error message is because these files, something to do with these files starting with initrd. So all these files causing a problem, or something with these causing a problem. So right now, let's wait until this finish. I'm not sure, to be honest, what the rest of the file does. I'm not a Linux expert. I'm just messing around, and by messing around, so many times I broke my Linux on DeX. I mean, I done something that it was keep giving errors, everything that I install and everything, and etc. And 9 out of 10 times, why Linux DeX breaks is because of me. But this error started occur, like I said, after multiple times I deselected and then selected the container. I mean, like recreated container like I done now, delete everything, unzip the unarchive, unzip the image file that you download from Linux on DeX servers, start fresh new container, and you first thing what you need to do is update and then upgrade, and this error message was keep popping up. And like I said, if you probably notice, I had a screenshot posted into my YouTube community page just to show you that this error popping up. I did a bit of googling about this error, and majority of the fixes that been provided by Linux community online, they were for Ubuntu distro. Even if this Linux on DeX runs on Ubuntu, it doesn't really work, the fixes what is available on a desktop Ubuntu side and what's on the Linux DeX, on the Linux on DeX or LOD side. So I was like, how to fix it? Tried numerous things, and it was not happening at all. And then I found out a couple of commands that you need to type in, and what you need to do to actually delete these files. So right now, apologies for wasting your time, but I probably already said, this video not going to be a short video. I'm just going to show you everything as a raw without editing. So right now it's just downloading, and just leave it running. It's downloaded like 11.7 megabytes, but it's taking quite a chunky time to actually unarchive it, unpack it. So right now where it does is unpacking Thunderbird and email client, Unity settings, daemon, triggering something, triggering processing. I'm waiting for the couple of lines where it's going to say my timeline was set up to Europe, London. That means that I'm very close to the end of this update. So right now we're just going to sit and wait for the terminal telling me that it's set up. Bingo, here you go. Current default time zone, London, Europe. So I'm very close to completion of the update. So let's wait for a couple of more seconds. And then the error gonna start occur. So Python, yes, after Python, a couple of more, and it's gonna say Linux, here we go, update initramfs. And now the couple of files change here. So another extra one appeared and another one. And right now, here you go, the permission denied error start to come up. Don't know, like say, why it's happening. Somebody said that the kernel online, the people were saying how to fix it. They said, oh, the kernel is damaged. You're getting your wrong packages, etc., etc. So I'm like, okay, I deleted the image, downloaded a brand new image from Linux on DeX Samsung servers, unzipped it, tried again, and same. I was getting this error. So there is a couple of things you need to do. So first thing is like Control-C to abort. If I press Control-C, it's basically doing nothing. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So next thing, I'm just going to click Enter. Enter, and it's going to try again to do what it needs to do, and it keeps giving me error messages. One of the commands that was suggested to try is called purge-old-kernels. So sudo space purge-old-kernels. So that's the one we're going to try to run and see if it fixes. And basically this error, if you not do anything with this error or try to fix it, every application that you install via terminal or using the software center on the top left hand corner, it's always going to give you this message. So right now it's done. And operation was interrupted before it could finish. And here we go, we got this operation interrupted before it could finish. So I'm just gonna expand this just to a bit. So first thing I was suggested to do is called sudo purge-old-kernels. Let's run this. And now, as you see, these images came up here. Exactly these, what's here, that's what's here as well. So I'm going to say yes. And right now he's doing his bits and removing Linux and etc. All these Linux images, intro images and etc. is being deleted. So hopefully that's going to fix. But then after this, it still wasn't really happening. And the problem is like loads of his VM liz files at the bottom. All of them were causing problem apparently. I don't know what I'm doing is right or wrong, but I managed to fix it. So keep going, found the kernels, deleting, etc. So after update and upgrade, just run a sudo purge-old-kernels. And what I'm doing, I'm not sure if it's going to work on a desktop. This is on the Linux on DeX, Samsung Linux on DeX. And this is how it's how I managed to fix my issue with this. So big bunch of files was in this folder, and now I end up with just, what's this, 3x4, 12, 13, 14 files. 14 files. Bingo, it's all done. So next thing, let's try again. Sudo apt-get upgrade. Bingo, and I'm not getting any error messages. So right now, let's try to do sudo apt-get autoremove, just to clean all the files that's been deleted, then loaded. So let's do that. And again, I'm not a Linux expert. What I'm doing, I'm not sure if it's right or wrong, but it fixes my issue. So, and this is like replaceable kernels, not like something is very depending on what this thing's running. This is just for my, like a sandbox. I'm just creating a new one, playing around, testing your requests, like 0AD strategy game, Android Studio, I don't know, Visual Studio Code, and etc, etc, etc. I'm just testing this. So if it's something's gonna happen, that's fine. I don't have problems with that. All good. So right now, apparently everything's done. So let's try to install a program. First of all, let me close the terminal. And for some reason, every time that I clean and remove and etc, all this, the icon for Software Center changes to like a stop sign. Don't know if that's right or wrong, or that's what's supposed to be. That's fine. So next thing, let's install Blender. Let's see if installing Blender will get any message, because this message, this screenshot message, which is, I'll show you again, just to remind you if you just suddenly think, like, hold on, I missed something. Basically, this error message was popping up every time you try to install a new program. If you don't do purge-old-kernels, autoremove, autoclean, this message will always pop up. Well, used to pop up for me, but when I done this steps, what I just showed you, it's working. So right now, just to see if it's actually done correctly, I'm just quickly gonna install Blender. So let's wait for this to finish. Downloading a bunch of files for 3 seconds remaining, 2 seconds remaining, 1 second remaining, nothing's remaining. Automatically close when it's done. And when this error was popping up and etc, and I was trying to install other software through this Software Center or Synaptic Package Manager, I was getting this error every time. But after purge-old-kernels and autoremove, autoclean, etc, and then running update and upgrade again, the error message do not appear anymore. So right now it's installing Blender. Let's see what's gonna happen. Usually about here, about just below please, wait, just below please, that's where used to be the crash. And it's used to stop everything installing. So let's see if a Blender starts. So graphics, Blender, and full screen. Let's see if a Blender starts. Bingo, I have a Blender running. Let's see if it actually does anything. Yeah, so here we are. If you get this error message, it means basically I suggest you to just click enter on this one, leave it running, and with all the errors and etc, when it's finished running, run sudo space purge-old-kernels. I'll leave these commands in the description below, and then do sudo apt-autoclean and sudo apt-autoremove, and this should help you. I hope this helps. Let me know in the comment section below if this fix helped, or you think what I done is incorrect. Let me know that as well, because then I'll know that my fix might be wrong, but you have a better solution. Let me know, and I will make sure that your knowledge will be spread across my channel, and everybody will know how awesome you are by helping the community. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and don't forget to click like, and I appreciate if you consider it by subscribing to this channel, because I try multiple apps and games on various Android devices and Linux and DeX on top of that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.